All right, guys. So just loaded up bucket. We're fixing to take bucket out and make a mess for the janitor to try and clean up. But first time putting it on the open trailer. We bought this trailer specifically for bucket and the TRX. So without the sun, you know, fading you. But that's it in a nutshell. And we'll wrap it up, and we're gonna take it to get the firewall done tomorrow. I just didn't have it in me to do it. I looked at it for 4 or 5 hours and decided it was time to just call out a professional. So I got a buddy that's gonna knock it out for me tomorrow, and then we'll get it back tomorrow night, and we'll run through the fluids and check everything for Titan. And I also saw something I don't like in the suspension I want to fix, but there it is. We'll see ya. So let me come up a little bit on that one. Way to come open a little bit more. Even more. Yeah. Shitty part is that's tough to cut left-handed. You know what? So, you see, needs to go a little wider and then a little shallower. This one's just about as long as well. Because that is, yeah, because that is on there. this is not going to be on there, you see. In between there, and that wouldn't be super bad. And then put this one and that one, or maybe even in between. That looks a lot better. And then if I crimp that back, put this on the outside. Silicone too, so there's no painting it. It could just be clear. Yeah, it looks like it's clear. I wouldn't be 100% opposed to having clear back here because you're not going to be back here. So I may do this all in clear, and then everything you can see forward of that in black. I also need to glue some foam to the trunk deck, so when I throw it up on the roof, it doesn't scratch it all to hell. I'm also going to touch up the inside with black paint, seal the kick panels in the back with some screws. They're just sitting in there right now. Put the other passenger seat back in. I'm going to move that CO2 bottle forward. Maybe right between the seats. I have to get the seat in first. But yeah, it's getting close. I think this is going to look a lot better than that piece of aluminum. I just have to kind of decide, do I want to cut the bottom of that and lower it a little bit, or do I want to put it in the way it is? You know, obviously I need to cut a little bit of the top. I might actually make this fit perfectly if I just cut it off the bottom though. I'm gonna try that. Oh, I flicked that thing all the way across the shop, nice. All right, so we're gonna take 1/4 inch off the bottom. I wish I had my good scissors. I'll be right back. Okay. And so I started riveting without you, but so basically what I'm doing is I'm just pushing this down, re-drilling the hole he had drilled, and putting a rivet in it. And then when I get down here to the end, I'll cut this off and cut it off even with that piece and just get glued down. I'll probably put one here and one here and one here. And once that's done, then I'm going to fit and cut these and then come to it and then glue and put this piece in. I should have just done this from the get-go, but you know, it is what it is. I'm happy that I'm doing it now. I should have just saved myself the hassle and not got my drill caught and all this mess under here. I also could have saved myself a lot of hassle by not making the fuel cell so big and you know, but this is a street car. You know, I don't just call it a street car. I could drive this thing, throw some hard tires on it and drive this thing to Atlanta, you know. I also need to put a piece under the car. I don't know if I'll get to that. Let's just keep smoke and dirt out of this area. Plus I need to blend in from the wheel tubs. I got to get some of those 90s and put them in, and then box in the fuel pump. It's a little crap kicked up on it and stuff. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. Grum it around there. Seal these up real good. Yeah, push that in and rivet it from the inside of the wheel tub. We'll knock those rivets out. I'll get Jessica to help me. We'll hold those in and caulk them up. Let's try and do this one right here. We'll get one more on each side, and then we'll leave this flap for last. We'll go down, we'll do those, and then we'll work the last two and cut it square and get those in. This will be easy to caulk. Just Fill it right around here. We made that nice and tight. This is pretty tight down here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some aluminum angle and put it right here and rivet from the bottom and rivet here. Give this some rigidity along the bottom, not just glue. I mean, it'll have some rigidity anyways because this piece is gonna be up in there, so it's gonna be a little tighter, but I think a piece of angle right here would be good. Hold the floor to this, you know. It takes a lot to burn carbon fiber. It has a good resistance to heat, but it will burn. So maybe not. The tech guys spending may bounce me for having carbon fiber instead of aluminum, but chances are they'll look in there, it'll be all sealed up, and they'll be like, yep, good, go. So we'll see. All right, let's put this one in. There's just a little fly, and the guy just will not leave me alone. Careful, you don't drill your finger while you're trying to get this right in that hole. Quite as firm as I wanted it there, but we'll get it firmed up on the next one. Yeah, I wish I would have come over here to this side and looked at it, because I would have cut this on an angle down there and slid that down more. It would have taken care of this hump and this hump. But I don't know how many times I've told you guys this, but I am not a fabricator, and I don't have any idea how I'm going to cut this either. I think there's no way I'm going to cut it. And I think I can cut it this way. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. It's not bad. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. Yeah. So think I'm going to put one right here, right there and there. And then one right here. These backup rivets. How's that feel? I think the rule book says 1/8 inch aluminum. I don't know, because I don't have one. And I don't care, because this is a street car. So I don't really care what the rule book says. All right, so let's get a little look at it from inside the car, huh? All right, granted, I got a little bit left to do, but what do you think, guys? Does it look okay? I think it does. I think it looks pretty good. I should have just done that myself. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see the setup. Got 7 or 8 gallons of water, 15 gallons of fuel, battery. So I did all the work pretty much myself, me and my wife. I built this tank, first aluminum I ever welded, leaked just a little bit, so I had to coat it. Carbon wheel tubs, and then I bought a sheet of carbon fiber and you know, pieced together the floor. The hardest thing for me in the whole car was that X. It took me 2 weeks to get that X to look like that. I just don't understand. I'm just not a fabricator. Me and math, you know, complex math and angles and all that, we don't get along. But you know, that firewall looks pretty nice. Get a nice bead of caulk up in there, caulk around all the edges, keep any fuel in the trunk. I gotta do around the wheel wells on the inside. Those side panels, those are carbon fiber as well, but they're just sitting there. I need to get those screwed in and get the other seat in. And that's what it looks like. You know, that's pretty much what it looks like for me when I'm racing the janitor. And then I'll show you, this is pretty much what it looks like for the janitor. You know, only the car's a lot smaller than that, but that's what it'll look like when we're racing. Anyhow, so yeah, I'll get the car put up on the lift and get those angles put in proper. And I did notice that I put the panhard bar in the wrong slot, so I'll have to put that back in and re-measure. But you know, since I'm not going to get the test while I'm home, I'm getting ready to head out to work. That's pretty much all we're going to do today, is just clean up those two angles and touch up the paint and seal the rear, seal the rear portion of that firewall, and just be ready when I go home. All right, thanks for coming, guys. See ya.